And welcome back to your MLG 2K Finals. We have TK going up against Curse Las Vegas, and the first map's going to be Sovereign Domination. We've seen both teams play this map throughout the day, and I'm going to be on board with TK to start off. You know, this is a match that we keep talking about their slaying power, and if it's going to show up. And this is a match that if they're going to have any chance against Curse Las Vegas, it's going to need to show up in a big way.
Yeah, they will have to get on that slaying power trip, because Curse has been on a roll. They just 3-0'd Fuse, and that's no easy feat right there.
No, that is definitely no joke, man. Fuse is a great team, picking up example, even stronger now since they picked them up. And, I mean, this is going to be a hell of a match. Who do you think is going to come out on top in this one, man?
You know, with them 3-0ing Fuse, and TK had a little bit of a problem there with Soar. I'm going to pick Curse LV to come out on top, but I don't know. I like both teams. I see quality in both of them, but either way, it's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great match, and I actually do think that Curse Las Vegas is going to win this matchup. And, you know, when you make a team change, a roster change pretty much, it brings a lot of life into a team. Something as simple as changing a roster can just re-energize everybody, and they're playing off a ton of emotion right now, and it's really going to show. I mean, they've been on fire the entire day. Kill has been going huge in Search and Destroy and Domination the entire day, so I'm looking for Curse Las Vegas to take this one as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Nesla was able to take that C flag away from Curse for a minute there, so we'll see what they can do going into it. They really need to get that B spot, just can't really get close to it.
Yeah, you know, they're going to need to make a strong push over towards B, and Curse is playing this extremely smart. They're not fighting the necessary fights, only fighting the fights that they need to. But, you know, look, it's TK. They dominated the kill feed right there for about 20 seconds, and they're able to take B back. And now it's going to be important that they can get out of that middle area and they can gain control of the map and actually hold this B setup. It's one thing to take the flag, but then it's another thing to actually hold it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, B, especially on this map, it just seems to always be either contested or, you know, flopping back and forth depending on the teams. But it's easy to kind of get to and lock down once you get to it, because you can just have two people watching both sides, and then all you have to do is worry about somebody coming up from the bottom, which, you know, rarely happens really. So it's fairly easy to lock it down and get those caps, at least for a second or so.
Right. I mean, you saw right there for a little bit that Theory pushed all the way through. He's able to neutralize C, but when that happened, his team actually lost B. But right now, Theory moving back into B, gets taken out, but Goonjar is there to clean it up and take B back. And I mean, that was huge plays out of TK, making a comeback with only 2 minutes to go. If I'm TK, I would definitely just kind of hold mid-map. I really wouldn't necessarily push to neutralize on C. It's not too big of a play right now, and I would definitely try and hold on to this B flag for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and we saw that last time. I mean, Curse was so hell-bent to try to take that C flag that they lost B completely, and that's what ended up losing them the whole match going up against TK. And it almost seems like TK is trying to do that, but I'm watching Goonjar right now. He's trying, just for map control, try to spawn trap them in this C area. That's exactly what we want to see him do. He gets a kill right there. He's playing excellent as always, 9 and 8, 2 caps. But on the other side, you got Killa, 11 and 9, like you said, on fire.
Yeah, I mean, Killa is definitely. When you watch Killa in person, he is probably the funnest player to watch in person. He is so intense, and he cares so much just about winning. He's a player that will do anything for his team to get a win. If he has to bait himself over and over again, if one of his players is hot, he'll do it. And I mean, that's what I really love about Killa's game, is that he plays extremely selfless, and he is just a very smart player on Respawn game modes. And, you know, with about a minute left, TK's up by 12 points.
Yeah, Neslo, a big part of that. He's 10 and 8. It seemed like he hadn't been doing too well in the other Respawn game types, but he's showing that he can play. He's going to go try to get this C. I don't know if I like this play, because like you said, they all they need to do is hold it. I mean, they have a 12-point lead right now. I think that's a pretty good lead against a team like Curse.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, to get a win off this first side would be huge, you know, because then you're going to try and force Curse, who's, I mean, they've played together before, but never on this game. You're going to force a new roster to see if they might change up the way they play going into the second half, which could really throw off their game.
Yeah, and I think that's what you have to do if you're TK. You want to throw them off, but right now they are going to lose B, but it's not going to matter because it's only going to give them about 2 more points. So right now a 12-point lead for TK, and they played this really well. They might not have slayed the best. I mean, Neslo and Gunjar are the only ones positive. So they just did a good job of controlling the map and keeping them off their game by getting C a couple times.
Right, and I mean, if you're Curse Las Vegas, I mean, Killa going huge, 17 and 12. Nameless also going big, 15 and 10. It kind of stinks to ruin those good games like that out of two of your players. And I mean, believe Miracles was 6 and 13, so Marcus really their objective player now. He's gonna have to change his role a little bit and try and pick up some more kills. Kind of like how we talked before about Neslo when he was struggling a little bit on Freight, that he was focused too much on the objective. He needs to just focus more on killing and just let the game play itself out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So now that we've played one side, who do you got taking it?
It's only 11-point swing between the teams. I'm gonna stay on board with Curse this time. I think Curse is gonna pull this one out. I think Killa is gonna have another big game. Every game I've tuned in today and I've seen of Curse Las Vegas, I mean, Killa's been going huge. So I'm gonna expect Killa to go big in this next round. What do you think? Did we lose him on Skype? That's what it looks like. It's frozen. All right, well, we're just going to go straight to the game, and I'm going to sit on board with Killa. He's going to push straight through this bottom, and it looks like he's got he has a Bison, actually, with a red dot sight, something I haven't seen a lot of players use, which definitely an interesting class setup. A lot of players are starting to like the Bison for close-range situations, but, when you get in those long-range gun battles, it's not as effective as the MTAR or even the Vector. A lot of players going over to the Vector, and it looks like TK is going to come out here and take B off the bat, and Sharp is going huge up in top control. And it's going to be, I mean, Curse is going to need to really just break out of this back green spawn to be able to get out and get control. And you see Neslo going huge in control and taking out two players. I think I'm going to go switch on with TK here in a second. And, Miracle's trying to defend that A. Actually, he's picking up two huge kills. I'm going to stay on with him. Why not? We're already here. And right now, especially for Curse, this is where you're gonna make your money. You lost by 11 in the first half. You're gonna need to come out here and pick up big kills. And I like what Miracles is doing right here. He's gonna go all the way around. It looks like to the C flag, and now he should just try and neutralize this, or just try and pick up some kills right here, and just show that he's present there. And right there, that's a huge kill right there, Neslo. But Sharp coming right from behind, taking him out. And I mean, just strong play out of TK all day on this, especially on this map. I mean, we just saw them play, I believe it was, who was it? I'm losing my mind, guys, today. It's a long day. But we saw them play, it wasn't Fuse, it was, I don't know. I'm losing it. But we just saw them play, and same map, they pretty much did the same thing. They locked them down pretty handily on that second half. And, I mean, right now, Curse, they're going to need to break out. They actually flip spawn, so they're going to need to break out from this green side, and Gunjar just picking up two huge kills. Let's check out the scoreboard, see what's going on. I mean, Theory and Gunjar are both 6 and 2, and I mean, Nameless 2 and 5. You're getting a better game out of Miracles at 3 and 5 currently, but you're not getting those two huge games that you got at a Nameless and Killa last time. Smitey, are you back with us?
Circuit breaker freaking trips. Like I've never had that happen before. So yeah, what's going on? Who's winning?
All right, so pretty much right now you got TK pretty handily up by 20. And I mean, they're just dominating the kill feed, to be honest. That's pretty much what's going on. You're still having Miracle struggle a little bit like he did in the first half. But I mean, you have Theory and Sharp both going huge. And I mean, Gunjar as well, both 8 and 3. I mean, Neslo is doing his dirty work that he usually does. And I mean, but right now, actually, you have Curse going for a 3 cap.
Well, that's awesome. That's exactly what they need to do to get back into it.
I'm going to invite you back to the game.
Okay, it might take a second because it's making me...
So you can see what's going on. So you have an invite back. You're coming back.
I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
You keep casting. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So, I mean, right now, Curse is going to push into the TK base. They're going to at least try and neutralize this flag. And it looks like they have 2 players over there. Nameless knows there's a guy up top. And right now, he's got to go big for his team. Ooh, he's taking shots, and he's taken out by Gunjar. And that's a huge kill by Gunjar. With 1:50 left, they won the first side by, I believe, 11. And they're up about, it's going to be, let's see. It's actually gonna be extremely close. They're up by only about 4 or 5 going into this last minute, and it looks like they're gonna take C. So I mean, right now for Curse, you have C and B, but looks like TK is gonna take A back. And I mean, this is an extremely close game, man. If I'm Curse, I pretty much just sit on these 2 flags. I'm pretty sure you would. I'm not gonna do the math in my head right now, but I'm pretty sure you would win if you held these last 2 flags for the last minute, because you get about 12 points. So yeah, actually you would need to neutralize A for about 5 seconds, and it looks like that's what Parasite's gonna try and go do, but he's taken out by Gunjar, who's sitting in the bottom, and you see actually Killa pushing over towards A, picking up 2 kills, but he was actually gonna go over there with Miracles, and he was taken out. But I mean, Killa's just been on fire today, man. I mean, he is what right now? He's 9 and 13, I think 10 and 13, but I mean, he had an amazing first half, 17 and 10. I mean, last 30 seconds, this is actually going to be an extremely close game right now. As we see Parasite, he's going to try and push around, and he's going to try and neutralize A. I'm pretty sure TK knows, though, as long as they hold it, they'll be fine. But I mean, you have they actually got them off B. This is going to be extremely close. Parasite picking up a huge kill on Theory, huge kill on. Oh man, Parasite going huge right there. Yeah. Is it enough though? Yeah, they're actually going to win this if they can hold on. And it looks like this is pretty much over, guys. That looks like Curse Las Vegas is going to come back and win the second half. That was a huge play from Parasite, going over to the A flag, neutralizing it for just a little bit. I mean, just great plays out of Parasite and Nameless. I mean, Miracles had a better game than he had in the first half. It was just good enough to get by, though.
Well, it was exactly what you said he needed to do. He needed to pick it up. And, you know, Miracles was able to do that. Not by much. I mean, 7 and 13, but still enough just to get them the win. And sorry about dropping out on that.
That's fine. It's good to have you back.
Power went out. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But it's all right. Caught the end. I saw that beautiful 2-piece by Parasite. That was big.
Yeah, that was game changing right there. And he was able to pick up those 2 kills on A, and instead of neutralize the A flag, turn into their flag for just about. I mean, it was about 45 seconds left in the round. That was huge. But right now we're gonna go to a commercial break, and coming up next, we're going to have the second map in the series. It's going to be a Search and Destroy. Don't know what it is next, but stay tuned. TK versus Las Vegas.